Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. And as you can see, I have an unboxing today. This is a Black Friday order that I placed with Christine Jewelers online, and they had 40% off Pandora and about 470 items to choose from. So let's get started and open this up. So I only discovered this sale in the final hours of Black Friday. And I was super excited to find it because it included some items that were excluded in the local Pandora store. And it looks like everything is going to be inside this pouch right here. So just taking a look at this little pouch, I'm not sure, did Pandora redo their little pouches? It looks like, I don't know, it looks a little bit different to me, but all good. Let's open it up, and as you can see, I've got a few baggies in here, so we're just going to pull these out one at a time. And this is a Disney charm, so they actually had some Disney charms for 40% off. This is the Little Mermaid seashell. So let me just put it on a charm bar here for you. So here is Ariel in profile swimming through a coral reef. And it looks like a little bit of seaweed there as well. And then you can see her hair just kind of flowing back behind her. It's very abstract, like honestly from a distance. You do notice the tail and that little bit of cerise enamel at the end of the teal there, but it's pretty abstract from a distance. And then the seashell, there's the opening of it, and there's the hallmark. And this is how the bottom looks. So that's where the Pandora and Disney is. So let's turn it around because there is an inscription on this charm. It says under the sea. And then this side, you actually have some pink CZs with some fish. I actually prefer this side a little bit more than the other side. And then this is how it would look if it flipped over. So this is the first charm that I picked out. And now let's take a look what the next bag has. And the next bag actually is Ariel, the Little Mermaid herself. And so let's take her out and get a closer view of her. Actually, before we take a closer view, let's take a look at what the actual stock image is. So just excuse the iPad screen here, but here you can see the bail and you can see Ariel's face and her tail there. And then if I flip it over, let's take a look. They'll give us some more images, and there's the back of the charm. So now let's take a look at the actual charm herself. And I have to say that that CZ in the bail is absolutely stunning. Do you see how it reflects purple, green, blue, yellow? Like, it is so beautiful. That's got to be the most beautiful CZ I think I've seen Pandora use. It is so pretty. And then it's set into a little sea star. And then on the one side, you're going to have the Pandora. On the other side is going to be the Disney. And now let's take a look at Ariel herself. So you've got some engraving for her hair and her face. And it's a little bit abstract, to be honest. I can see the engraving for her eyes. I don't know about the mouth, but definitely eyes and eyebrows. I think this charm is going to benefit from some time for those features to darken a little bit. And even like for her stomach, like for the difference between her top and her stomach and where her tail starts, I think that can darken a little bit as well. And then you do have some texture in her hair. But let's take a look at her tail here. So you've got the scales and you've got that teal enamel. And there's kind of like a, I don't know, they say it's cerise, but I see it more like a light purple enamel. So all of these charms are hand painted. And so let's flip it over and take a look at the back of Ariel. And so the bail is very plain. And her hair is textured, a little bit more of a deeper purpley pink color in the center. And then you've got some silver wave design against the tail as well. So this is how Ariel looks with that seashell. And I think the colors are very complementary for sure. I just wish that they did some enamel for her eyes, maybe a little enamel in her hair as well, but for sure her eyes, just to make that face stand out a little bit more. So let's pull out one more charm and we'll just grab the one at the top. And as you can see, it's Ursula, and super excited to have Ursula in my collection. I did receive a fake Ursula from Poshmark that I returned, and I did get my money back from Poshmark, but it gave me an idea of what Ursula would look like. So let's look at the real deal here. So Ursula is a purple lacquer over an artificial pearl, and it gives such a neat effect of green and purple, and they absolutely nailed the color, I think, to represent Ursula. I like that it's a little bit abstract, that it's not a character face. I actually really like that. The CZ is oval, and it's just got CZ, sorry, the bail is oval, and there is the hallmark there on the one side and on the other. And then it just has CZs going all the way around. And then you've got the tentacles, and there's one with the CZ at the bottom left, and then the next one is solid, and the next one is a little bit hollow there. And now let's turn the charm over, because I think this charm is absolutely stunning from the front and the back. Look at that raised texture that they have on the tentacles. I think they did such a good job. And then you've got some bigger CZs at the bottom there. It looks like there's four CZs there. And then one of the tentacles actually loops up and grabs onto the bail. Such a beautiful charm. So now let's take a look at it with the other Little Mermaid charms. And look how gorgeous these colors are together, the teal and the purple and that CZ coral reef with the fish. This is so pretty. So let's open up another bag inside this box, and I think you can probably guess that there is Sebastian. So let's take a closer look at Sebastian. So Sebastian is orange Murano glass, and there is a silver texture at the back that makes it look like waves. Isn't that beautiful? Look how it just shines through. He's got 6 legs, 2 little beady eyes, and then he's got a claw at the bottom that loosely dangles and moves back and forth, and then a claw that actually forms the bail. And just like this crab, there's going to be one claw that's bigger than the other. I think Pandora did such a good job designing Sebastian. I love the way this claw just loops around like that to form a bail. And I like that they made the bottom one dangle like that and have a little bit of movement to it. But look at this Murano glass. Isn't that beautiful? You can see some orange, a little bit of yellow, and it just, the color is so pretty. So looking at the back, you can see the wave design and then a little bit of that orange coming through. So you might recall that I actually did have Sebastian in my Pandora collection at one time when it was first released, but I just didn't have any designs where he really fit in. So I decided to return him and wait for a promo so I can get more of the Little Mermaid collection, just so that he wasn't just sitting loose inside my Pandora box. So now that I've got the promo, I've got these 4 charms. And I do have a bracelet design that I'm thinking of adapting to make it a Little Mermaid bracelet design. Let me share that with you quickly. So this is the bracelet design that I was thinking about using, and just going through the charms that I have on here, I think there's a few charms that will definitely be able to be adapted towards the Little Mermaid. This first charm on the end is basically an open work, and it can add a little bit of Pandora rose if I wanted to, but I think I'm going to end up pulling this charm off. This is an open work charm, and it was included in Pandora's Cyber Monday for 40% off. And if you like the nautical charms, this one is stunning. Look at all the details on this one, and it's only going to age and get better with time. This charm here is retired, and look at the little fish with the orange. And then you've got the wave detail under that teal enamel. So let's compare the 2 teal enamels and see how they do. So they are a little bit different, but that's good. I think if they were any closer in color but not a match, it would look obvious. But being that they're a little bit different, I think I can get away with using that, especially because of the fish here. Do you see how the fish is more of the blue of this enamel? And then the teal really ties in Ariel's tail. So I think I can get away with using this charm. The Diva sunglasses, maybe not so much. The lighthouse, I think there was a lighthouse there for sure in the movie, I recall. This one with the lighter CZs and the sea stars can be used, as can this Pandora rose one in the center. This Murano here is part of the Regal line. And I just think those light green lines that just run across are so gorgeous on this Murano. This one here, the cloud and the swallow, I was really surprised to see this one included for 40% off in the Black Friday sale and Cyber Monday because it was just released in the springtime. But I think that this would be suitable too for a Little Mermaid design. And then of course I've got a koi fish, not sure if that one's gonna stay. This little ship right here definitely can fit in. And then I got another one of these charms and another one of the open work. So I am excited to play around with this bracelet design and incorporate these charms into it, and I will keep you updated on my progress. So I have one more bag inside here, and this one here is a necklace, and it's a Pandora Me necklace. I think it's called the Double Link Charm Necklace. So let's take a look at it. I was looking at the reviews online and a lot of people had mentioned how versatile this necklace is. So we're gonna start with the clasp, and this is such a nice clasp. It's so easy to put on and off by yourself. And then you've got the double chain on one side over here, and then a larger chain on this side. Just have a little bit of smaller chain and then every once in a while a bigger one. Let's quickly get a closer look at how this works in the center of the bracelet. So you've got the one smaller link that the double chain just kind of freely flows through. You've got the two openable links, and then it looks like that is solid in the center, and then this one doesn't open as well, although I can kind of see a hallmark inside that. Yeah, it looks like that's where the hallmark is. So taking a look at the links that you can actually play with in the center, here is the paper clip. So that is exactly the same size as the double links. So you can replace this and put a double link inside. Another thing you can do is these openable links here. I can just quickly show you here. I've got some of these, what do they call these? Connectors, I believe. But you can replace them with some connectors and play around with it in that way. So you can make this longer, you can make it shorter, you can put a connector in the center if you wanted to, and just do like one connector in the center and then put a medallion in the middle. So I'm gonna play around with this a little bit, and maybe I'll do a quick review of this bracelet because I haven't seen too many people with this bracelet. And it's really pretty. I really like the double chain on the one side. So this is everything that I purchased from Christine Jewelers, 40% off online. Leave me a comment below. Let me know if you were successful finding any better sales than what Pandora had on their e-store or at your local Pandora store. Sometimes you can find better discounts by looking at the shop-in-shops or other jewelry stores that do carry Pandora. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Take care. Bye-bye.